Today, I'm going to be showing you the 4 best exercises you need to grow massive arms. I'm going to be talking about hitting the short head and long head of the bicep, as well as hitting the lateral and long head of the tricep. And I'm going to be talking about my sets and rep ranges, as well as getting as much as you can out of your workout. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It would really be appreciated. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get it. Alright, so we're starting with bicep curls. These are going to work the short head of your bicep. And when I'm going through the range of motion, I'm controlling the eccentric on the way down, and then I'm coming up and squeezing and holding it for a second, and then dropping it back down again and controlling the weight. I'm doing 4 sets of these, and I'm going for volume, so I'm getting upwards of 15 to 20 reps. And I'm not picking too heavy of a weight because I'm really trying to go for volume. And when I go to failure, when I hit failure the first time, I give my other arm and I help my arm out, so that way I go to even more of a failure at the end. Yeah, but this is by far the best exercise that you can do to build the short head of your bicep and build those really big biceps from the front. Now, secondly, these are called tricep pushdowns. These are really good for hitting the lateral head of your tricep. For this movement, a lot of people use the rope to do tricep pushdowns, but I find that the V-bar hits my lateral head of the tricep the best. And when I'm using the V-bar, I can actually go heavier than I do when I'm using the rope. So this is one of the reasons why I choose the V-bar over the rope. Now, for proper form, when I'm doing it, I'm getting my body slightly over the V-bar and pushing straight down. I'm not coming to my body or anything with the V-bar. I'm going pushing straight down. That way it hits all of my lateral head, because if I'm coming towards my body, I might hit my back a little bit, or even the long head of my tricep. I'm really trying to just go straight down and then controlling the eccentric on the way back up. Now, this exercise will help you get really big triceps from the side. Like, you don't even need to flex and you'll have big triceps from the side. So if you want big arms, this is the exercise that you want to do. And for this, I'm doing 4 sets. I'm going pretty heavy, so I'm doing like 10 to 12 reps, and I'm going to failure, of course. Now, this is the second bicep exercise that I'm going to do. This is going to hit the long head of the bicep. The long head is the outside right here. This is the best bicep exercise for the long head that I know of. I'm not going extremely heavy on this. I could go heavier than 40 pounds, but I'm not. The important part is not just throwing up weight. You really want to control the eccentric on the way down and control it on the way up like this, and hold it for a second and go back down and control the weight. Another little tip for doing these is, instead of going straight up like this, I'm sort of bringing my arms at an angle like this, because if your arms are at an angle, it's actually going to hit more of the long head. And on the contrary, if you have your arms more out like this, it's going to hit the inner short head of the bicep. And for these, I'm doing 4 sets. I'm doing like 10 to 12 reps, and I'm going to failure. And now we're going to go into tricep extensions, what's going to hit the long head of the tricep. All right, so this is the last tricep exercise that I'm going to do. These are called single arm tricep extensions. These are going to hit the long head of your tricep back here. So if you really want a big arm from the front, it's going to work this under part right here. Since there's really no equipment to use one arm on this, I like to put my thumb like this and then put my pointer finger over it, and then I close down. So that way I'm really only using my tricep the whole movement. And with these, I'm doing 4 sets. I'm going for volume as well, so I'm doing 15 to 20 reps, and I'm going to failure. But with this, I'm doing something different. Instead of just going to failure with just my arm, after I go to failure, I use my other arm and help out and do maybe like an extra 5+ reps, and then just burn out on it and just completely tear down the muscle. That's what you want for growth.